to Finding Calm in the Chaos. I am Denise Sith, and this is my podcast. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to another episode of Finding Calm in the Chaos. I am Denise, and hey, we're back. Took the little holiday break, and it felt really good. It was just so busy, you guys. I couldn't do it. I couldn't fit it in without, well, I guess I could, but so I guess the correct way to effectively communicate that would be I could have recorded, but it would have cut into my personal time or my sleep time. And so I did really good, and I opted to just take a break during the Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you guys all had a great turkey day and gave thanks. If you are in America, if you are not, I hope you guys have a happy holiday coming up. So, oh my gosh, you guys, it is only, how many more days? So it's like 3 more weeks for Christmas, 3.5 more weeks. That's insane. I'm not even prepared. I'll be honest with you. This is the first year that I'm behind, which I'm not behind because I'm not counting because this year I just don't give crap. Meaning I can't be put, I have to stop the schedules. I have to stop the schedules. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to talk to you because I'm seeing so many moms and it's helping me relate. I'm like, oh my God, yes, it's not just me. I'm seeing all these posts about moms who are just overstimulated, just emotionally and physically exhausted. And I see you. I see you, mama. And you're not alone. We just tend to not say anything. And I'll be honest with you. I mention it all the time. And I'm tired of nobody in my house listening. And so I've decided to basically just fuck it. I don't know what else to say. There's only, you can't get blood from a turnip, right? It's kind of like, right? Is that what they say? I think that's a saying. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That kind of thing. Except I wouldn't bring the horse the water. The horse is in my house. I bring them the fucking water. That's where we're at. Sorry, not sorry. Oh yeah, I'm back big time. Oh, so I normally am pretty much done with Christmas at this point, and I'm wrapping, and there's tons of stuff under the tree. And this year, not so much. I put the wrapping paper, just had my husband bring it downstairs and put it all over half of the dining room table so that I can actually maybe be inspired to wrap. But I'm not going to be super honest. And I'll probably snap out of it. But right now, I'm not snapping out of it. Got a lot of stuff going on. The parentals are still here. And we're just going to leave that at that. Because I can't step into that. I can't step into that realm right now. I cannot. But Peter did a presentation this week on his Viking stuff. I think he did good. Peter's one of those things where he acts like he doesn't care. And then all of a sudden, if you ask him questions, he knows a ton of information, which most people are all like, wow, see, he was paying attention. But for me, it just annoys the shit out of me because it just meant that he actually knew, but I just spent the last, 3 weeks harping about it, but he knew. And instead of just telling me he knew and answered, he fought me about it. Yeah. And that's annoying, right? Sorry, I'm dusting my microphone cover here. I don't know what this thing's called. It's like one of those shields so you don't spit on your microphone because I tend to do that a lot. Anyway, I'm recording in my office. That's a bonus. All right. So, like I said, when you're so overwhelmed, you don't even know how to break down where to start. So Peter, we dropped out of the one co-op, the mold one. And then I can't talk about that anymore for legal reasons and mental capability reasons. I'm just done with a group of people who would half-ass their way through something, clear a building for mold that they don't even own, and it wasn't even a proper test. There's that. And have no concern or regard for their children, other children's, or themselves. That said, we love our second co-op. That's amazing. It has been a ton of fun. He takes creative writing with Lego and Little Patriots, which has been a blast because I'm like the parent volunteer in that room. So it's like super fun. But I have noticed that there are a lot of children who just don't sit. Like I think that Peter can't sit, but he sits in a class. And I'm always so worried about that. This is leading into something more about my stress. And I'm surprised at how many people don't, and maybe they do, but I'm just going to give an observation based on the volunteer parent in a room full of kids who are anywhere between the ages of 4, and both of those children sit nice. I'm just going to go there. And then, 7 and 8. And I think 7 and 8-year-olds should know to keep their butts down on a chair. Simple as that. This class has kids that just are constantly messing with each other. Where they're in their faces, sitting on their chairs, but like sitting on their knees on their chairs. Some kids stand on the chairs. I wish I was joking. And this poor teacher will just be like, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. And in my mind, I'm just like, sit the fuck down. Like, cop, what? Which is why I'm not a teacher. And like, it's so sad, like how crazy this class gets sometimes. And I always have to be like, boys, it's always the boys, we sit down and we're watching Miss Tammy when she talks. So that said, it's been an interesting experience, but I enjoy the class and the content is amazeballs about our founding fathers and the discovery of America. Peter learned a preamble by heart. He's one of the few kids in the class that could recite it. It's pretty enjoyable. But next year, and of course our private tutoring, but next year he has been asking to go back to school. So we actually took a tour this week at an academy that's about 20 minutes from our house. And so far, I like it. I like it 100%. I know that he likes it because he's not with me in homeschool and he's in a class with kids. It is a very small Christian academy. So he would have like 24 kids in his class. That's it. I know that might seem like a lot for some people, but they split their classes, so it'll be fine. So it's a lot of small instruction. It was really nice. It was very community driven. It's, God driven, and there's sports. It's K through, obviously he's going to be going in 3rd grade, but it'll be for him. It'll be 3rd grade through high school. So I like that I won't have to move. I like to keep it. I also think it like keeps him in a comfort zone, and you find a friend unit, and there were even kids waving to him while we were there on the tour, which I liked. So I'm super excited. And so they've offered him, that took a lot of stress off, knowing and seeing the place. The director there was amazing. So I've been talking to her for a couple months now, and finally got in for a tour. And so now she's offered a shadow day that he can hang out in the classroom for a day and see what happens with the group that he'll be moving to 3rd grade with. And I'm all in. We're going to do that after the holiday. I'm like, sweet. But it's so stressful because now we're talking, that's tuition. And then small aggravation factor because I actually moved to this home in this area specifically for the school district, the public school district, which, after and during COVID fell into all their political nonsense and insanity that's in the public school system right now. So he's not going there. So I'm paying copious amounts of taxes so that I can pay for my kid to go to private school. You know what? I'll take it. We can do it. I'm not even complaining in the least. Moving on. So tons of stress. Plant-based Thanksgiving went fairly decent. The roast that I made to start, the plant-based roast, yeah, it looked beautiful. Dudes, it looks so nice, like magazine nice, but it tasted like shit. So I collected it all and threw it in the garbage. And then I had a backup roast that I had purchased, and that one was much better. But nobody complained. I'm guessing that they either just didn't complain because they knew better, or they didn't complain because they enjoyed it. Either one works for me. So that's a win-win. For Christmas, I'm going to make things a little bit easier for me because I am 90% plant-based. I am decided that I'm going to make things a little bit easier for me, and I'm going to make a ham because that roast was a lot of work. Like trying to make plant-based shit, whatever. As long as I'm eating 90%, I don't even care. So I'm going to make all my sides as usual, but I'm going to do a ham and I'm going to do manicotti. This way I can eat it and it won't be the lesser of the two evils. And I know it's dairy, but it's one day. So there's that. So that's gonna, I got to plan around that. I'm still shopping, which I normally don't do, but I will say I'm enjoying shopping more this year. So I'm able to do more this year than I normally do. I'm usually in tons of pain. I can't walk. I'm struggling. Certainly can't carry stuff while I'm walking, but I have found that I'm doing tons of shopping this year, like in person. I'm trying to stay away from the mail stuff and try to shop small shops and stuff like that. And I really like it. Like I'm back. Like I feel good enough. It has reduced a lot of inflammation, the plant-based diet. I'm down 31 pounds since October 1st, but I feel like it's better. I still have pain episodes. Like at night, I still get swollen and stuff like that, but I'm able to do so much more during the day that I couldn't. And so, I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. I'm not going to beat myself up that I'm having ham and manicotti for Christmas, because you got to give and take. You got to give and take. You got to live life. It is what it is. But these times are really hard for everybody. Kids are hectic. There's going to be Christmas breaks coming. That means your kids are at home and you got to do all the shit that you got to do. Your husbands are doing shit. If your husband's doing something, please say something nice to him. Please say something nice to him. I'm going to repeat this. If your husband is doing shit, please say something nice to him. Okay? All right. Because Mr. Sith getting on my last ass nerve. I'm not going to lie. Peter's been getting on my last ass nerve. Everybody has been. I pretty much planned. This is the first year I'm able to do stuff like Christmas stuff and Christmas markets and Christmas craft fairs and, hot cocoa with Santa and Mrs. Claus and parades. And I want to do it all, man, because I have missed so much not have been able to do that when you're always in a pain episode or you can't get your damn shoes on that morning. And I really love that I'm able to do all this. So what's happening now? Nobody's fucking around to do anything. That's what's happening. So I started calling a friend of mine and she's like, I'll do the shit with you. I'm like, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. When the other day, Peter didn't want to go to Christmas parade because he said he didn't feel good. Well, now I'm realizing that didn't feel good was code for I want to stay home and sit on grandma's fucking phone all day. So I went to the parade with Mr. Sith and we had a great time. But then I came home and he got pissed off because they were throwing candy on the ground and we didn't, I don't know, jump all over the floor like a kid to get candy for him. I brought him back a lollipop that we picked up that fell by the car where we were sitting in. But I'm like, wait, what? What is that, dude? Earn your candy. I'm not here to like pick up all your shit. Experience. You would have missed out on it. You missed out on it. That's not my problem. Then the following week, he didn't feel good. That was hot cocoa with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Event I've been looking forward to like for a fucking year. Since last year when I couldn't go. Because I was too sore because we did something the night before. It's just so annoying. It's like, come on, let's like go to this Mingle market. Let's go, Kris Kringle market, whatever the hell they are. Speaking of Kris Kringle, I did a Secret Santas in my devotional women's group. Again, I'm trying to do things that are going to lift my spirit. And for me, things for me. And, I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. It is a Christian women's devotional group, so I didn't think it would be that much of an issue. But the last time I even remotely did like a Secret Santa was in grammar school, And in all honesty, I didn't get anything. Like, I got stuck. They shifted me, and everybody knew because it was the class. So I was a little hesitant about participating, but I wanted to do it. And then also for myself, I am reading the book of Luke with the same group on, I think it's the Bible, I don't know. There's a Bible app. It's the one everybody uses. All You or YouVerse or whatever the heck it's called. We're reading the book of Luke, one chapter a day apparently, or one thread, where obviously, based on whatever day it is, and because there's 24 books. And I thought, well, that's awesome. Or chapters or whatnot. So I've been reading those, and that's been, I've really liked it. I'm going to do mine for today. I didn't do it yet. But I have been sticking with that and doing it, and then just hitting up all the holiday markets, trying to shop small, doing that, and just it's been hard. I feel like I have the magic of Christmas still, and I don't know if you can relate to this, but I feel like I have all the magic. It's right there. But for some reason, if I take the magic outside of myself, I know this is going to sound, it sounds strange just saying it, but maybe you know what I'm saying. If I take the magic outside of myself, I feel like it's thrown in my face, and I feel like somebody smacked me with a tennis racket, because my family's just not participating in matching that Christmas spirit. Know what I'm saying? Maybe do, maybe don't. But I'm really tired of everyone telling me how fucking hungry they are. The other day, my husband came home, and I have a friend who, his fiance has been not feeling well. He's been in and out of the ER with some heart issues and whatnot. And I mean, they're engaged to be married. They're, building a home. This is huge, right? That's a fucking stress in itself. I feel for that. And so I'm answering every call. Like if her name comes up and it's like 3:00 in the morning, I'm taking that call. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do for friends. And so she had called me, and it was like in the afternoon, right? I'm like, whatever, like dinner time. And Mr. Sith had just asked me to order food because apparently he doesn't know how to check a fucking box online on his phone, even though he's in the IT business. So I opted not to do that and take the call. And then I talked to her, and then like 30 minutes later, I'm like, where the hell's my husband? Now he's just upstairs jacking around. And I'm like, well, are we going to eat? And he never answered me. Like, here's the frustrating part. When they don't fucking answer you. So I'm like, let me get this right. You're not going to make anything in the house for yourself or your son or me, right? Only I'm responsible for feeding everybody in the house. If I don't feed them as a woman, everyone will fucking die. I don't understand this whole pattern of thought. It just doesn't compute to me. It's confusing because it makes no sense. Because when I'm hungry, I just fucking eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't be like, holy shit, if like my husband doesn't make food for me, or my mom's here now, if my mom doesn't make food for me, just not going to eat. I don't have that privilege. I don't have that luxury. I just don't get it. Sorry if you're going through this as well. Because that's some bogus shit right there, okay? That you can't fucking feed yourself or your children. Because that meant that now Peter's not eating. So I got up and I made Peter soup, okay? And so I filled his bowl up, and there was some soup left over. But then I jumped on another call or did something. And then all of a sudden I'm watching Mr. Sith with the leftover soup. And I'm thinking, okay, number one, you didn't even fucking offer it to me since I made it. So, I mean, technically thinking, if we're going to go by, we only get to eat what we make, I made it for my kid, so the leftovers should be for me. But it was just like, nope, I'm going to eat this leftover soup and fuck her. Like if you don't want people to feel like this, if your spouse, right, husband or wife, then don't fucking do shit like this. It just makes it, I feel like crap in my own house. I feel like I'm the cook, the cleaner, I step down and I don't do something for 4 days because I'm just like mentally done. Because sometimes it's not even physical anymore. It's mental. I'm mentally done with the amount of like mental gymnastics that I have to do every day. And this MFer is going to eat leftover soup and not even offer it to me. This is why women want to smash men's heads in with sledgehammers. I'm just saying. Not saying that I do it. I'm just saying those are the things that drive. Okay? Those are the things that drive those behaviors. When people are like, oh, that woman just went nuts and killed her husband. I'm sure it was literally over about 6 things of repetitively saying, 6 years of repetitively saying the same fucking 5 things over and over again. And this woman just was at a low. I ain't shaming her. She just wasn't strong that day. I mean, let's be honest. And I'm just emotionally exhausted. I don't even know how else to say it. I'm emotionally exhausted, so that's why I'm doing like all my devotional, doing stuff with my spiritual group and getting in there all the time every day, because I feel like as long as I'm spiritually filled, that will help the emotionally unfilled part. Because if you got to have a little Jesus in your pocket when you're not filled. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, my cup is fucking empty. So I'm just filling it with Jesus right now, because that's the only thing that's helping my whole household from not getting massacred. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. If you know, you know. And I know there's lots of you out there that might know, and I'm sorry that you feel this way, but you're not alone. You know, people got kids. I have a friend whose kid is on the spectrum, and people are always like giving her advice. Like, stop giving moms with special needs kids advice. Just fucking stop. In fact, I mean, stop giving moms advice, period, unless they ask for it. But specifically, if you know somebody with a child with special needs, don't give them fucking advice. Just sit down, stay in your lane, and leave them the fuck alone, because they got a lot going on. Imagine, I can't even imagine, okay, but let's just say I could. Imagine going through all the things that you go through as a mom every day, and then having a kid on the spectrum or straight up having a special needs, right? Sit down and shut up. Stay in your lane. Leave them alone. These moms are struggling right now this season, because there are a lot of kids I'm finding out, you know, that don't celebrate like everybody else. You know, they don't like lights. They don't like sounds. Some regular, like most regular adults, okay, don't like Santa. I think some Santas are creepy as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I don't mean like regular. I meant like adults, like people, just a plain old adult does not like Santa. Some of them are creepy as shit. Come on, let's be honest. There are some creepy Santas out there. There's a whole, there are memes and pages dedicated to crazy, creepy Santas. And it's just not okay. Leave them alone. We need to start sticking up for each other. And at this point in December, I did the whole mom shaming episode last I recorded. This one is, I want you to just stick up for yourself as a mom. Don't worry about anybody else. Stop, you're not going to mom shame anymore. We talked about that. What we're talking about now is just literally reaching deep down and finding your mommy balls. Okay. I said mommy balls, and then it made me think of the fat balls episode. And so many people sent me messages about that they were just dying and ugly laughing with that. But they were actually fat balls, were AKA fat bombs that you eat. Protein bombs, fat bombs, not fat balls. But there are mommy balls. I always try to give you guys something. My life is insane. I literally feel insane. And then I just sit back and I talk to this small little knit. I have 3 girls I've been talking to, right? And they're really holding me together. They're holding me together to prove that it is not me. It is all these leeches in my family and around me just sucking the good out of me. And you might be having that too. And it is okay to say that your husband or your kids are sucking the happy out of you and still love them. There are two separate issues here. And this is another stigma that goes on moms, that everybody can be like, have feelings except for us. Our family can be fucking happy suckers, okay? And leech the fucking happy from our lives, and we can still love them with every fiber in our being. But that doesn't mean that they have any authority or even like the goal to do the shit that they do to us. Period. Okay? So I'm sorry if you guys are going through a tough time. If you're not, enjoy the shit out of yourself this holiday. I'm going to, but I will tell you that in my current state that I'm in emotionally, it's probably going to be 85% of it's probably going to just be fake and make believe. And the rest of it is going to be authentic. I'm not lying. So that's what I got. We have a couple more episodes this month. I'll be recording every week. I think I'm going to be able to record Christmas week. I think it'll be fine, but if not, I'll be off Christmas week. But until then, we'll be back on schedule. So you go out there, do the rest of your shopping, put up your decorations. I know some people who haven't even decorated their houses yet. I still got a box sitting next to my desk here that Mr. Sith was supposed to put up, that I know he won't. So I'm just going to wait for my zip ties to come in the mail, and I'm going to put the garland up on the stairs myself. And that's it. Enjoy yourselves. You're not alone. And until next time, leave with kindness. Bye.